Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a long time since I made a video. I think about 2 years. Pretty much when I came back from USC was like my last video, but I've really wanted to get back on and just kind of like talk about my life again. Obviously it's changed a lot since, you know, leaving USC, also graduating school, and now just being an adult. I think a bit of a change in the content, but still my life and still what I'm doing, talking about my job and whatnot. So yeah, just have a fresh start. If you are subscribed, I hope you stay subscribed, and if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Michelle. I'm 22, turning 23 in like 2 weeks, and yeah, this is my life. I thought I'd talk about, you know, my experience in USC and my life since. Obviously it's changed quite a bit and I'm more of an adult now. I'm mature. For those who have watched my channel, that was like my whole YouTube. It was like partying and, you know, going on trips and living my life up in LA. But basically I left USC 2 years ago in about June, and not gonna lie, I was pretty sad when I came back. If you watched my USC experience video, which I still have a lot of people DMing me on Instagram and asking me about my experience and helping them get into USC as well. Yeah, it was just an adjustment. It was really different being back home. Obviously you don't have the same kind of like interaction and social aspect of your life as you do when you're living on campus, and it was a bit of a shock to me, but you know, here I am 2 years later. It's all good. Came back in June and I really needed to get a job. I've obviously spent a lot of money in the States, and it was my last 2 years of uni, so I was you know, trying to prepare for like getting a grad job, but also, you know, finishing uni really well. And so just when I was leaving the States, I started to like apply for jobs, and I came across Tiffany Co, and it was just a retail role, but that's kind of like what we do in Australia. We work like a small side job while we're studying just for like extra money. So I applied for that online, and I did an online interview when I was still in the States. And then when I came back home, I don't know, just things just happened to align, and they were looking for someone for their store that was like pretty near my uni. So yeah, I got the job there. And a lot of people ask me like, you know, how did you get a job at Tiffany? Do you have luxury experience? Like, what is it like to work there? No, I didn't have any luxury experience. I was just, my previous job was at Sunglass Hut, so I was doing sales, and I guess that's where my experience came from. But Tiffany was a beautiful place. It is so lovely to work in luxury. It's a really different mindset. I feel like, you know, it's less about you selling products. It's more about, you know, developing relationships and understanding your clients' needs. So that was an amazing experience. I worked there for about 1 year, and that was kind of, it helped me to readjust into life after being on exchange, because it kept me busy. I wasn't like always looking around for people to hang out with. I had lovely friends at work, which was really good. And I was just powering on with uni. Like I was working and doing uni, and then I was like sleeping on the weekends, or if I wasn't sleeping I was working. And kind of in my last year of uni I was really focusing on getting a full-time job. So I did an internship through my uni, and basically they match you with a company that's obviously partnered with the uni. So for me it was Sydney Uni, but they also match you on like your interests, your needs, and your major. So I was a marketing and finance major. I really wanted exposure in the marketing side because, I don't know, 4 years of finance, like all that it really taught me was that I don't like finance. Like I can do it, but does it bring me joy? No. So I was looking for a job in marketing, and lucky me, I got matched with Dior, which was like every girl's dream. Basically they told me I was matched with Parfums Christian Dior. I didn't even know what that was. I just saw Dior and I was like, yes. So Parfums Christian Dior, if you don't know, is the beauty side of Dior. So it looks after all the fragrance and the makeup and skincare. And I was matched there for an internship full-time for 6 weeks. That was absolutely incredible. It was really good to just get experience, to be honest. Like at uni, I feel like they teach you all these theories and like frameworks, but you never really understand how it works in real life. And don't get me wrong, most of them are useless, but just to see how a marketing team functions was really good. And then on top of that, it was Dior, so it was makeup, and I was like completely in my element. So that was great. I was there for 6 months. I was really trying hard to make a good impression. I have a lot of people asking me now how I got this opportunity, and it was through the internship. I now work there full time, but you know, when I finished my internship, I actually didn't get the job. There was just no room for me in the business, and I was like a bit upset, but I was still at uni. I still had 1 year to go, so I wasn't really expecting too much. But yeah, it was kind of just like a goodbye, and that was over, and it was me back to uni and focusing on that. So that was about February last year. This was about the time that I was applying to go to China. So again, I was just trying to pack as much into my uni degree as I could, and there was an opportunity to go to China for kind of like a business internship, but you weren't with a company. Basically, you'd be there with like a group and there for 2 weeks, and you just go around China and you experience different companies. You get to visit their headquarters and really understand how business works over there, and being able to compare it with how you see business in Australia, I think was a really good skill. Understanding how culture has an impact on business, and how the different economies function. I think that was kind of the biggest thing that I was looking for in doing that, especially, you know, I was previously an international business major. I had 3 majors, and I dropped one so I could go on exchange, which was like the best decision ever. But yeah, I think it was good to have that a broad experience to kind of solidify that international business major that I half did. Yeah, I went to China, and I went for 2 weeks, and that's where I'm gonna say met my boyfriend, but I already knew him. We have been friends for like a really long time, but we spent a lot of time in China, and our like love blossomed there. So yeah, we went to China, and then we traveled to Beijing, and we met up with my best friend in Hong Kong, and that was just what kept me busy. I got a call from one of the people that I worked with in Dior, and she said, oh, I've got, you know, like a bit of work that I need your help with, because I guess I made an impact with her. I worked with everyone in the team. The internship was really good, that it was structured, and I got to, you know, try a bit of everything. But I guess with this this colleague of mine, she was like, oh, you're really good at this, so can you come back for a couple days? We have a regional visit and I need to get some work done. And so I did. When I came back from China, I came back to Dior for a couple days. I don't know, I had no idea what I was doing, but I was like, sure, I'm gonna come back. And basically, the marketing director at the time, when she saw me, she was like, you know, we could really use some help around here. Are you willing to be a marketing assistant? When do you graduate uni? And I was like, oh my gosh, I still got a semester to go. I'm like, I don't have full-time availability. And they were really lovely. They were basically like, come whenever you can. You'll be here on a casual basis, and yeah, just help us out. So that was super lucky. I fixed up my timetable once I got that job, and I just like pushed everything into 2 days so I could work 3 days. I obviously left my job at Tiffany at this time, which was kind of sad because I loved working there, and I also, you know, I was working there like every day apart from the times I was at uni, so I was making more money because I was working on the weekends, and obviously with a 9-to-5 job there's no weekends. So I was, you know, working less when I went to Dior, but it was such a good opportunity that I couldn't say no. That was when I came back from China, so in about July, August. And I finished my last semester of uni. I was dating my boyfriend, Steven. We did all the same classes, so it was like really fun. Even though I was working, I got to spend time with him at uni, and that was great. Here I am now. It's now May, and I'm in quarantine. I've been isolating. Maybe I'll make a video about that too, because I have had an experience. What else is there to say about my life? Sorry about that noise. Coming back. Anyway, Here I am. I still work at Dior. I've actually been promoted now. I am the marketing and communications coordinator. So I basically look after the marketing side, which is supporting mainly the product managers. And then the communication side is more of like PR, working with the media and KOLs, influencers, and doing all that fun stuff. Yes, I do play with makeup all the time. I have a lot of people DM me and ask me, you know, what's my job like? It's really fun. It is. Working for Dior is a lot in terms of the workload, because you know you've got some pretty high standards to uphold, and working for a global company, it is a lot of work, but I really don't see it like that. My best friend is working with me, Taylor, love you. And yeah, it just makes work really fun. Like, the team is amazing and I'm loving it. So I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere anytime soon. I hope you like this video. I have some exciting videos planned. I really want to tell you more about my job. I want to take you with me on my birthday, which is in a couple weeks, and just talk about my life. So I hope it's interesting. Until next time, bye.